What is going on? We're back again with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about 5 mechanics I would love to see in future MLB The Show games. Because I got this idea when I was kind of just chilling on MLB The Show. I was kind of thinking of some new things I could add into the game, and these are some of the 5 things I came up with. And a couple of these I've been thinking about for a while, so let's just get right into this one. Coming in at number 1, I would love to see a movie card series in the game. Me personally, I love baseball movies, and watching these movies just bring back a lot of memories. I think it'd be really cool to have some of the players, in those movies in the actual games. Like a perfect example is the Major League cards, for example. All those guys, could have a great card or a semi-decent card at the beginning of the year or something like that. Having like a Ricky Vaughn having a crazy card and he's got like a crazy fastball would be really cool to see. Because he did throw 101 miles an hour in the actual film. So having him have like a really good card or having his rookie card be really bad or something, I think would be really cool. You can even have a lot of the players from the Field of Dreams obviously in there if they're not currently in the game. I mean, you could have guys from Bull Durham in there. There's so many different movies you could have a card series for, and I think it'd just be a really cool idea. Obviously, the whole licensing thing would have to be another problem, right? I mean, they'd have to get all the licensing and stuff, so I don't know if they could do that. That's probably why it hasn't happened yet. But with them introducing new card series like the World Baseball Classic, I think this would be really cool to see moving forward. Because I think it'd be just cool to have like a different program, like, every single year, or having like, a different movie in each game. I think would be really cool. Especially what they've been doing with the storylines. They're having more of those players in there. We're having the World Baseball Classic. I think this would be the next level, honestly. That'd be my first thing I love to see. I think there's been so many good movies across the years that they could add into the games that I would just love to see. And if you guys watch my movie ranking video, you guys already know some of my favorite movies that I'd like to see in there. Because they could even do like a League of Your Own, which was a really good movie in my opinion. So there's a lot they could definitely add. But let's move on to the next one. My second idea would be card challenges. Now, this is something they've already kind of introduced into the game a little bit. If you get your 25th hit or you get your first strikeout, it pops up in the top left and it will tell you, you got 1 strikeout with Nolan Ryan, or you got your 10th hit with a guy like Jordan Lawler. So they do have that in the game, but I really do think it would be cool if you could go into your lineup and click on a card and see if you have any challenges to do with them. Say one of the challenges, you got to get a certain amount of PXP, or you got to get a certain amount of hits in offline or online modes. And if you end up doing this, then you get some packs or some stubs. I don't know, it reminds me a lot of like the card mastery from games like Clash Royale and stuff like that. I remember playing that game and trying to do all those card challenges to get the little bonuses on the cards. Then when you complete, so you would get some like XP and gold, which would you use in that game. It'd be cool to have the same thing in MLB The Show. You get like a 500, 1,000 stubs for just using a specific card and you complete their challenge. And you could have this on every card. It'd actually be a fun way to grind some stubs and some packs, I think. And actually help the free experience a lot more. I don't know. I thought it would be a pretty cool idea to have something in the game. Even if it was only like 3 challenges per card and you get like 1,000 stubs in a pack, I think would be pretty cool for every card to have that. Just kind of something I thought about when I was playing the game. So I definitely think it'd be cool. I don't know if they would ever do it though. Now coming at number 3 on my list, I would love to see college cards. Now with colleges kind of being in MLB The Show and especially being in Road to the Show, I think having a college card set would be very cool. Especially with June, we were in the midst of the College World Series right now. We just saw Gage Wood throw a no-hitter the other day, having like 19 strikeouts, absolute insane performance. I would love to see like a college baseball program or something. You have a bunch of those college cards in there. I think that'd be just really cool to have in the game, especially because we're starting to see that, with some of the colleges in Road to the Show. We have that more experience, and all of these guys are getting called up now that are just played in like the College World Series, for example. I think it'd be very cool to have this in future MLB The Show games because I would personally love it. This could also be another set you could use for your Legends and Flashback collections as well, which I think would be pretty cool. Because all the new collections they have been pretty cool. I've liked a lot of the, ideas and kind of things they come up with. But I think this would be very cool for the month of June, especially with the College World Series kind of coming to an end. And then you get into July and then there's the whole, MLB draft and stuff. So I don't know, I definitely think it'd be a pretty cool idea. So coming in at number 4, I would love to see an updated quirk system. Now currently quirks in the game are kind of just little bonuses you get on certain cards. So on certain players, you have dead red, for example, which means you excel at hitting the fastball. And then some cards have bad break hitter, which I think is like you excel at hitting pitches outside the zone or something like that. I don't know, the quirks have been pretty interesting. They don't give like crazy bonuses. They just give like a little bonus each time. But I would love to see it updated where you can get like a detailed description of all of them and which ones are the best and which ones are like the worst. I think that'd be really cool to have in the game. Also letting you know what each quirks do is another one, because a lot of people probably even know about the quirk system in the game when you guys look at cards. Like there's probably a decent amount of people that have no idea what quirks are on certain players. And I definitely think like a more in-depth system. I don't think it needs to be crazy. Like if you have dead red, you have like a 25% better chance in the fastball. I don't think it needs to be like crazy upgraded like that. I just think it has to be like a little bit reworked and revamped so more people know what it is. Or maybe they just get rid of the whole quirk system in general. I've heard a lot of people talk about that as well, because not really a lot of people know about it, and we don't really know how much it affects, whatever it's doing. So there's definitely got to be some kind of change with that, in my personal opinion. And the fifth one coming on my list, I would love to see more social aspects. I know clubs was one of the ones that brought up. They did that like survey or whatever, and they sent out this whole club situation. I would love to see this. It reminds me a lot of like Clash of Clans in the whole clans you have. I would love to see something like a club in Diamond Dynasty, especially if you could join different clubs and then your clubs could compete or something like that. Or if there's new like club rewards, say you guys get like 100 hits in like a certain day or a certain time period, or some crazy challenge, you guys can all earn like a certain reward. I think would just be really cool. And then, seeing your record in your club compared to where you're at, you know what I mean? So say I'm 10-2 and someone else is like 20-2. You could kind of see the record in Diamond Dynasty in there. I don't know. I think it'd just be really cool having like a more social feature, especially if there's like a club chat. You guys can talk to different people. I think a more social aspect of the game would be great, especially with co-op being a thing, right? I know a lot of people like playing co-op with some of their friends, but it'd be cool to have it like in the game, so you don't even have to go on your phone or text someone or use an application like Discord or something. You could just go in the game and see if you want to play with someone. I think that'd be a really cool feature. I would love to see more social aspects in MLB The Show. And these are 5 things I just thought of when I was just playing the game. I thought I'd share with you guys. I think a lot of these have some potential as well. But let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about some of these features? Because I definitely think a lot of these could be cool and could be implemented pretty well into the games. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everyone.